The City of Bristol, providing beautiful parks, economic development, and a family-friendly community.
Good evening. Call the special joint board meeting to order. Please stand for pledge allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll ask the members to please introduce themselves, starting my far right.
John Smith, Board of Finance.
Orlando Kelfi, Board of Finance.
Calvin Brown, City Council.
Anthony D'Amato, City Council.
Jody Zills-Gagney, City Council.
Dave Perleski, City Council.
Dave Mills, City Council.
Mary Fortier, City Council.
Town Clerk Therese Pack.
Dawn LaBella, Assistant.
And I'm Mayor Ken Cockane. Item number 1.
Approval of minutes of the regular joint board meeting on February 14th, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed. Motion passes. Item number 2.
It's the consent calendar with 6 items. 2A is to transfer $7,970 within the miscellaneous operating budget for professional fees. 2B is to transfer $7,500 within the special grants and donations fund for professional fees. 2C is to make an additional appropriation of $21,284 within the special grants and donations fund for the Cavanta Outreach Grant funded by grant revenue. 2D is to make an additional appropriation of $990 within the special grants and donations fund for the Hap Barnes Fire Safety Trailer funded by interest income. 2E is to make an additional appropriation of $4,845,871 within the special education grant fund funded by grant revenue. And 2F is to make an additional appropriation of $3,446,362 within the special education grant fund funded by grant revenue.
Motion to approve.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. All opposed. Motion passes. Item number 3.
Make an additional appropriation of $74,000 within the park's operating budget for equipment and vehicles funded by credit card fees.
So
Move
moved.
it.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed. Motion passes. Item number 4.
It is the monthly revenue and expense report presentation by the controller, but he was
And-
excused tonight because there was nothing new on his report. All the department heads were because of the special
Any
meeting.
discussion on the report? Hearing none. Motion to, we don't do anything, right? Accept it?
No, we haven't
Nothing.
accepted it.
Okay. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. And our Board of Finance Chairwoman just walked in as we're adjourning. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Council meeting will start in 10 minutes. Okay, good evening. Call the special city council meeting to order, Thursday, March 16th. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have a moment of silence for troops on active duty. Thank you. Ask the council members to please introduce themselves, starting my far right.
Calvin Brown, District 1.
Anthony D'Amato, District 1.
Jody Zills-Gagney, District 2.
Dave Mills, District 3.
Dave Perleski, District 2.
Mary Fortier, District 3.
City Clerk Therese Pack.
Assistant Dawn LaBella.
And I'm Mayor Ken Cockane. Item number 2.
Approval of minutes of the regular city council meeting on February 14th, 2017, and the special city council meeting on February 21st, 2017.
Move it.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed. Motion passes. We have no public participation. No one signed up. Announcements, starting my far right.
None for me.
None, Your Honor.
Just a few things. The 76th annual OM show is going to be held at St. Paul Catholic High School on Friday, April 21st and 22nd. There are 3 shows, both nights at 7:30 and then the Saturday matinee at 1:30. This year's theme is No Place Like Home. There'll be some great local talent, yours included, and with many kids' numbers featuring the youth of our city. You can get tickets at bbgc.org. There's also the Bristol Boys and Girls Club is holding its annual Dudes Night Out next Friday for fathers and sons or father figures and sons, and those tickets can be purchased online at bbgc.org. And also the Shamrock Road Race is this Saturday at Chippens Hill Middle School. The 2-mile run starts at 9:30. The 5-mile run starts at 10:30. So motorists are asked to use caution in the Chippens Hill area this weekend. That's it.
The only thing I have is to congratulate Bristol Eastern High School wrestling team for winning the state championship. the first time since the 80s that anyone's won that state championship in wrestling. So I want to congratulate them.
Go Lancers.
Two things. One is if any residents are looking for help with their tax preparation, the Senior Center, through the services of the AARP, have free tax preparations on Tuesdays and Fridays from 8:30 to 12:30 through April 18th. And the United Way has a similar program on Tuesdays from 4 to 8 and Saturdays 10 to 12. However, that program is income qualified. You have to have gross income of less than $54,000. Thank you.
Just one from me. March is Red Cross Month, and as I've said in the past, if you can donate, it's certainly valuable to do so. And I also wanted to add this month that there is a donation app now available at the Red Cross. For those of you who use apps, you can schedule a donation, and you can also do the preliminary reading and the health questions that are required when you go to donate, so you save a lot of time with your appointment if you're able to use the app. That's it.
And I have no announcements. Item number 5.
Items. 5A is to place on file the new hire report for February 2017. 5B is to approve the tax refunds dated March 7th, 2017. 5C is to approve a tax assessment freeze application for Progressive Realty LLC, owner of 474 Birch Street, Bristol, for the rehabilitation of a blighted property with the restoration of an industrial structure per Bristol Code of Ordinances, Section 5-57. 2D is to approve a tax assessment freeze application for Stearns Apartments LLC, owner of 45 Stearns Street, Bristol, for the rehabilitation of a blighted property with the restoration of an apartment structure per Bristol Code of Ordinances, Section 5-57. 5E is to authorize Mayor Kenneth B. Cockayne or acting mayor to sign any and all documents associated with and required by the Connecticut Deep General Permit for the discharge of storm water for small municipal separate storm sewer systems. And 5F is to award contract 2P1784 to Silver Petrocelli for $24,000 and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents to effect said contract.
Move it.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item 6, committee reports, starting my far left.
I just have one from the Pine Lake Committee. Saturday, May 13th, will be their annual fishing derby, and they will be at a booth at the duck race the Sunday before for details in terms of categories and age groups and times and all that good information. That's it.
Mayor, the Ordinance Committee had a workshop this past month and regarding non-conforming roads and the work we're doing with regards to trying to come up with an ordinance that would work for everyone in the city. I wanted to thank Attorney Conlon and Simonik, as well as many department heads who participated. I was really encouraged by the commitment shown by the department heads and their input. I just want to say thank you. I think you're going to cover the downtown and downtown BDA. So I think that's it. Thanks.
The only one I have is from the School Readiness Committee. There's a change this year, and I'm wearing a sticker because they've asked me to. Okay, it's time to register for kindergarten. And the difference this year is that anyone that registering for kindergarten has to go to the central office, which is located at 129 Church Street. The office is open from 8:30 to 3:30. At this time, they're registering K-8 students that are new to the city. Bristol usually gets approximately 600 kindergartners students each year. On March 1st, registration for kindergartners began. The School Readiness Council reached out to all the center-based programs and faith-based schools and held a directors forum at the Board of Education on February 22nd. These programs are working with their families to ensure that they have correct information and forms are completed to help fully expedite the registration of kindergarten. Presently, there is 485 families that have incoming kindergarten students, making sure that the registration packets are encouraging them to register now. So once again, you have to go to the Bristol Board of Education building from 8:30 to 3:30, Monday through Friday. You cannot register at the school. Once you're registered, obviously you will sign in and go to the school where you are registered to go to. So that's all I have. And if anyone would like a sticker, you can have
Got
one.
them at my office.
The only thing I have is that the Memorial Boulevard Building Committee is in a holding pattern right now to wait to determine what the city's doing with City Hall, and that next Monday, March 20th at 6:30, we're going to have a meeting here to discuss the numbers.
No committee reports that weren't discussed already, Your Honor.
None for me.
And I will report excitingly, if that's such a word, that the BDA and the City Council has approved the hospital contract, authorizing me to sign the contract for the hospital to start building their medical office building. We're anticipating construction to start sometime late summer, early fall. They are currently in design work right now for the building, and then we'll need to go through planning and zoning and get the proper permitting. So, as I always say, just because you don't see anything happening downtown doesn't mean it's not. There's a lot of stuff happening. It just has to go through the proper boards and everything else. And the vote did pass unanimously 7-0. Councilman Plesky, anything else to add to that?
You want to mention Maloney McBroom's master plan?
Go ahead.
We also had another special meeting last week where our consultants for the downtown development and Center Square, Maloney McBroom, rolled out and gave us a presentation to the council and the general public for the proposed roadway and parcels for downtown. I think it was well received. I'm a little disappointed. We didn't have a lot of people here besides city council people and commissioners and department heads, but the feedback I've gotten so far is positive, Mayor.
And again, the road, as Councilman just said, is being designed. It's currently in design work, and we anticipate that construction to start mid to late summer as well. So we have a lot of things happening downtown, and it's excited time, and it's happening finally after 10 years plus. And that's all I have. Resignations.
There are 3 resignations. The first is from Roland Laranger from the Planning Commission. The second is from Timothy Kraus from the Board of Ethics. And the third is from Timothy Gamache from the Zoning Commission.
Move we accept the resignations and send a letter of thank you.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, motion passes. Appointments. Commission on Aging, to reappoint Larry Zipkowski, 3-year term to 320, to reappoint Dino Bazzi, 3-year term to 320, and to reappoint Patricia Malone, 3-year term to 320.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Mayor's Task Force on AIDS, Mayor's appointment to appoint Susan Perry to replace Matthew Damiano, resigned, no term. City Cemetery Commission, to reappoint Joan Trafford, 3-year term to 320, and to reappoint Stanley Petrowski, 3-year term to 320.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Board of Ethics, to reappoint David Roach, 3-year term to 320, Calvin Brown's appointment. To reappoint Bruce Barton, 3-year term, 320, Jody Zills Gagne's appointment.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Parking Authority, to appoint Patricia Bione. I know I said
Bedoin.
Thank you. To replace Sean Maddow, resigned, unexpired term to 4/18.
Move it.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes. Planning Commission, to appoint Terry Parker as regular member to replace Roland Laranger, resigned, unexpired term to 7/31/21.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Startup Bristol Task Force, to appoint Lynn Hydak to replace Kathy Faber, resigned, no term.
Move it.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes. Item number 9.
Correct. 2A1769 wastewater sludge disposal to Naugatuck Environmental Technologies LLC for $65.27 per wet ton, including receipt, transport, processing, and disposal through January 2022, and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents necessary.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Item 10.
Award of contract 2C1782, replacement of pool heater at DMAC to Air Temp Mechanical Services Incorporated for $71,800, and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents necessary.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Item 11.
To amend Contract 2016-19, Digital P25, Public Safety Radio Network and SCADA System with Motorola Systems Incorporated for $93,192, for revised contract amount of $5,890,659.33, for structural reinforcement of the tower, and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents necessary.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Item number 12.
Resolution regarding filing and execution of grant application, fiscal year 2017, distracted driving high visibility enforcement grant under State of Connecticut Department of Transportation, and there is a resolution to read.
I'll read it. Be it hereby resolved by the City Council of the City of Bristol, Connecticut, that the filing of a grant application under the State of Connecticut Department of Transportation fiscal year 2017 distracted driving high visibility enforcement grant is hereby approved, and that the mayor, Ken Cockane, or acting mayor, and the chief of police or acting chief of police are hereby authorized to execute such application and any and all documents relating to this application/funding/grant, including but not limited to any final funding/award/grant documents. Be it further resolved that this matter be referred to the Board of Finance for any necessary action.
We got approval?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
And, yes, if we could have a roll call.
A roll call, I'm sorry, starting far right?
Yes.
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 Chair votes yes, motion passes. Thank you, Dave.
I just have a correction to make. The mayor reminded me, Tim Gamache did not resign from planning. That's actually the second appointment that he got. He resigned from inland wetlands, so. And now I'll go on to the next item. To amend Contract 2P1422, Analysis of Communication Systems and Implementation of Systems Replacement with CDI Infrastructure LLC, doing business as L.R. Kimball, for $15,270 for a revised contract total of $127,873, and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents necessary.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes. Item number 14.
To amend Contract 2016-19, Digital P25, Public Safety Radio Network and SCADA System with Motorola Systems Incorporated for $144,427.19, for a revised contract amount of $6,035,086.52, for acquisition and deployment of equipment associated with EMS operations, and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents necessary.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes. Item number 15.
To authorize the mayor or acting mayor to sign a memorandum of understanding between the City of Bristol and Bristol Hospital and Health Care Group Incorporated for funding considerations relative to radio system deployment and authorization of use of radio communication system, and refer to Office of Corporation Counsel and Board of Finance.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Item 16.
Award of contract 2P1733, concrete storage tank deterioration analysis and associated engineering services to Weston and Sampson Engineers Incorporated for $53,000, and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents necessary.
So moved. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
What is it for? Storage tank?
what is that?
This is for the sewer plant, right?
Yeah, there are two sludge storage tanks that are in the water treatment plant, and they're dated from the early 80s, and they're experiencing some degradation, so we're analyzing them. And I think in next year's capital funding, this is actually for the analysis of them. In the next year's capital budget, you have for funds available for rehabilitation of the tanks.
Thank you.
Item number, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes. Item number 17.
Award of contract 2C1791, annual requirements for extruded concrete curbing to the Original Curb People LLC, doing business as Concrete Curb Crafters Incorporated, for $58,607.65, and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents necessary.
Move it.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Item 18.
Award of contract 2C1771, exterior lighting replacement at Bristol Public Schools to Ferguson Electric Company Incorporated for $827,000, and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents necessary.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Yes, just when will they get started with that work? Any idea?
Board of Ed is actually on a pretty tight time frame. This is using an alliance grant that they got from the state of Connecticut with the funding running out on June 30th. So I actually got a call this morning from Ferguson asking me how we did on Tuesday night for getting a contract award. They want to get started next week.
Great.
Ultimately, they won't actually be getting started next week because they still have to have material submittals. There's a pretty long lead time. In terms of them actually doing site work, it's probably going to be early May in terms of doing trenching.
Thank you.
19, do we vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Item number 19.
Award of contract 2C1785, sidewalk curbing and asphalt replacement at Bristol Schools to B&W Paving and Landscaping LLC for $382,350, and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents necessary.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Is that a local company, Roger?
No, B&W Paving and Landscaping is out of Waterford, Connecticut. This again is using the same source of funding as the one for the exterior lighting. So they've gone out, they've gotten bids, and they're doing everything that they can to expedite this to make sure that the work is done by June 30th.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Item 20.
Award of contract 2P1768, Building Management System for Bristol City Hall and associated buildings to SNE Building Systems Incorporated for $113,400, and to authorize the mayor or acting mayor to execute any and all documents necessary.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor? Opposed, motion passes. Item 21.
21 is to convene into executive session regarding the matter of Kiliani, Workman's, or WCC 601-029471.
And 22.
And the second one is to convene into executive session to discuss tax appeal litigation, Superior Court Case CV 15-602-9031S, Covanta, Bristol Incorporated versus City of Bristol.
Who's going in?
Mayor, on the Kalani matter will be the attorneys in our office, and on the Covanta tax appeal matter, it will be, again, us. It'll be Tom Denote, the assessor, Kim Nolan, our outside counsel on that matter, and Glenn Walker from George Sansucci Company. And if we maybe could take up the Kalani matter first, right? Okay.
Motion to go into executive session.
Move it.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes.